Hi all, hope everyone is well. Here's a video for the rules for Battleship Soccer. If you look, first of all, I've printed out the soccer field. I know one player's parents laminated it so they could just mark it off. I don't have a laminating machine, so I printed mine off. So that's my soccer field. If you look, it's got the green grid on it, and then I don't know if you can see, but it's got the letters here and the numbers across the bottom. Alright, and then I've started cutting out already. Here's the black squares and the soccer teams. So there's just a blue one left in, and I'm using the red one. Alright, so those are the 2 pages I do need to print off. The others I don't need to, but you can if you want. This other one here will be a reference towards the end of the game. If you look, it's got soccer skills on. And again, it's got letters on this side and it's got numbers across the bottom. But still, you don't need to print it out if you don't want to, okay? So if you look on my soccer field, I'm playing a 7 versus 7. And I'm playing a 2-3-1, like Westfield do. So I've got my goalie in goal. And I've got my right and left defenders. A defensive centre mid. My wide midfielders. And my striker up top. Okay, that's how I set up the game. The opponent would do the same thing, but the opponent would be working from J to A, as I'm working from A to J. That's another thing you've got to work out with the opponent. Who's working A to J and who's working J to A. Okay, now if we're going to go for the under 11s, under 12s, we go 9 versus 9. We have centre D. I'm going to put him in there. That gives me an attacking mid. That's right, attacking mid, defensive mid. Alright, so that gives me 9 players on the field. So 7 versus 7 is 6 outfield players and a goalie. 9 versus 9 is 8 outfield players and a goalie. Try and keep them in the right formation, but you could still have them anywhere you want. I could have my outside midfielders here if I wanted. I could have my striker right in the box here somewhere. I could have my defender, one of my defenders, or 2 of my defenders, or even 3 of my defenders in the box. All right, but if you look, I'm still working on the same formation. 2-3-1 for 7 versus 7, and 3-1-3-1 for the 9v9s. Don't forget the goalkeepers. Hold on, Billy. As you can see, everyone, I've got my players on the soccer field, and I got Billy's players there. So I gave one word Billy a call, and we're going to play Battleships. So his name was down first, mine was down second, so I get to go first. So I'm going to guess that I'm going to guess J5. J5 Billy. Okay, Billy says it's a hit. So I'm going to put his goalkeeper on J5. Okay, his goalkeeper's on J5. You go, Billy. He guessed F10. No, there's nothing there. So Billy will put a black square on F10. I don't. Alright, I'm going to guess I9. Billy says no, there's no player on I9. Alright, so I'm going to get a black square, as I guessed incorrect, and I'm going to put it on I9. That means now I know that there's no player there. So I don't need to guess that one again. Here go, Billy. J2. Billy says J2. No player at J2, so Billy will put a black square on J2. Now it's my go. I'm gonna guess H6. H6, Billy. No, there's no player on H6, so I get another black square on H6. Okay, you go, Billy. He's gone C3. No, there's no player on C3. I don't need to do anything. Billy has to put a black square on C3. Okay, it's my go. I'm gonna guess A6. A6, Billy. Oh, he says I got one. A6. So, because it's so close to the goal on A6, I think that's his forward. I think that's his striker, number 9. So I now have his goalkeeper and his striker, number 9. So I have 2 of his players, which I'll show you before we finish. You'll go, Billy. B2. No, I don't have anything at B2. Okay, it's my go. Alright, let's go B8. B8. Nothing at B8, so I have to again put another black square in B8. Okay, you'll go, Billy. Billy guessed D7. D7. I have a player at D7. Alright, so what he's going to do, he's going to put a colour, a different colour from his team on D7. Alright, remember I have a player on D7, so all I'm going to do with my player is I'm going to turn my player over. Alright, hold on, Billy, let me put the phone down a minute. Alright, just so you can see it. Alright, it's a bit fiddly. Here it is. Here's the one he guessed. So I'm going to take it off the soccer field. I'm going to turn it upside down. So now on my soccer field, I have one player upside down, all the rest are facing up. This one's Billy's goalkeeper. And this one's Billy's striker, the number 9. So I've guessed 2 of his, he's guessed 1 of mine. Alright, and we keep going until all the spaces are filled with black, my players or his players. So my players are already on the field. I'm guessing. If I guess right, I put his player on the soccer field. If I guess wrong, I put a black square on the soccer field. Alright, hope that helps. Hi guys, I should have shown you the finished soccer field, but unfortunately I thought about that after I packed it away. There was obviously my players, one word Billy's players on the field and the black squares. I won the game, which means I still have to do 1 forfeit from the sheet that we have with all the skills on. Right. The last player to get turned over was on F5. So that's balance the ball on my foot for 3 seconds. I have to practice that every day. Now, there was 3 players that Billy didn't guess. All right. So he has to do, because he lost, he has to do 3 forfeits because there was 3 players he did not guess. If there's 2 players, it's 2 forfeits. If it's I win the game, but he's missing 1 player, he has to do 1 forfeit. If you're playing 7 versus 7, and your opponent doesn't guess any of your 7 players, they have to do 7 of the forfeits of the squares they are on. So if, for example, just to make it easy, if you lined all your players up, you wouldn't, but let's say you lined all your players up on from A1 to A7 and they were never guessed, you have to do all those, which is juggle your age, 10 lace volleys, right foot, and so on. Alright, so whichever players are not guessed, the player that loses the game has to do all the players that are left not guessed. Alright, I hope that's clear enough, and I hope you can get it. You can always text me, call me. They're the best options with any questions you have. It's straightforward, but if players or parents have not played battleships, then it might be a little bit difficult to start with, but it becomes easier as you go on. Remember, you can do it over phone like Billy and I did. You could do it over video chat. You can do it by text, or you could do it by email. Just remember to put your soccer field and your pieces somewhere safe. If you look, I've put mine in a tub because I'm done with the game, so I'm going to put them away somewhere safe so they don't go all over the place. I do have, I did print some off on cardstock, but I lost those because I didn't put them away safely, so I had to redo it all on paper. So all these are made out of paper, but they blow everywhere. Alright, so just trying to give you as many pointers as possible. Thanks for playing.